have, let me check it, 6 brand new styles in this 1 hour show. Everything is on Easy Pay starting at $29. Everything ships for free. So maybe you're going to fall in love, let's say, with the boot that I have on because it is coming up. But let me also show you my pick of the show, which Jacinth is wearing. This is Erie, and it's also brand new today, launching at a special sale price that's only good today. You've also got Easy Pay that expires at the end of the day, so $34.54 to give this boot a try with free shipping and handling. That's the black. We have brandy and granite available as well, and you might be able to see some of the detail right now, but I cannot wait to bring you in really close when we offer a full presentation on that style so that you can see some of the cutouts and the stamping, because that really is what this brand represents. When you think, gosh, you know, I could find an ankle boot probably at a store in my town or at a website that I enjoy, but I'm telling you, when it comes to the details, nobody does it like Miz Mooz, and Erin Sykes is our special guest for this hour. Launched in 2001, has a really cute backstory behind the name, and Erin knows all things Miz Mooz. Hi there.
Yes, great to see you.
Yay! I'm so glad
I feel like we're twinning in all ways.
There was no coordination,
yeah,
we should say. There was no texting or emailing ahead of time. It's just we're inspired by the shoes. At least that's the way I feel. There are certain brands that change the way we look and feel. It could be about music, it could be cars, it could be restaurants. But when it comes to shoes, Miz Mooz affects the way I dress now.
Absolutely, and I love the comparison to cars because I feel like we have shoes that are a little bit more sporty, shoes that are a little bit more elegant, but you always want your car to function at peak condition, and you always want to be comfortable.
That's great.
So we are a stylish brand that really is rooted in that New York City lifestyle as well as the European leathers, but we make sure that everything is comfortable, because what's the point of having stylish shoes if you can't wear them and show them off all day?
Yeah, this shoe has this cool nod to Moto, but we call it Moto Light because it's not like full on to where you feel like, how in the heck would I ever wear the Crescent? So here she is. She's brand new today. So one of the 6 styles making its debut. QVC price is $239.95, an easy payment that expires at the end of the day, but $47.99 to get this gorgeous boot home, and then with free shipping and handling. So Erin, 2 choices here. This is the brandy, but it has the contrast straps here.
Absolutely. It's a brandy with the black contrast straps. And if you're familiar with Miz Mooz, this is not the same brandy that we normally offer you. This is a little bit deeper and richer because of the added burnishing. So I'd say this is closer to a brandy mixed with chocolate, because you can see here on the toe where it gets deeper. That brings out some of the more rich, deep brown tones. And then, of course, this hand stamping done all the way across the side of the shoe. This is specifically for Miz Mooz, the 2018 Miz Mooz hand stamp detail for QVC.
For QVC. And you're going to see that again here in another style. So that's brandy. And then this is the one that Erin and I are both wearing. This is the graphite choice, so it definitely leans more black between the outsole and the belts, but then this rich, very wearable shade of gray.
And that, if you're looking for a black Moto boot, go with this shade because it will play up not only with all of the grays and the taupes in your wardrobe, but also because of the black contrast. You will get that tonality, but still the feel of like a black Moto boot.
Before we go further into this shoe, would you explain sizing?
Sure.
It's a European size brand.
Absolutely. So just find your shoe, your US size on the left-hand side of our chart. If you're 5.5 to 6, go straight across to 36. As you work your way down, notice an overlap at the 9 and the 9.5. Narrow 9's your 39, wider 9's your 40, narrow 9.5's your 40, wider 9.5's your 41. Personally, I'm an 8.5 and a 39 in every single pair of Miz Mooz.
You and me both.
Yeah.
Hold on, we're getting some updates. So the brandy is the most popular between the two and getting limited there. Jonathan, what are we talking about in sizes? Update me if you would. 37 through 42. We did have 36 at one point, moment that's gone. So now 37 through 42, and I'll tell you, with free exchanges at QVC, it's one of the best reasons to shop here. In addition to the free shipping and handling, that you don't have to pay if you need to size up or change a color. You can do that at no cost to you. And then with Easy Pay, you get it home, you try it on. Please wear these. Don't just try them on and think, I don't know if they're for me. Wear them, style them. Maybe as you see here on our models, Sheila and Sierra are joining us, and you saw Jacinth earlier in the show. This is such a cute style, and they both have more of like a legging. It's got a cool zipper detail on it, and then a crop style there on Sierra's fresh too.
Absolutely, and the way that you're wearing them with the skirt. So you can wear these with or without tights. You can wear them with your shorts. You can wear them with your skinny jeans. If you wanted to wear more of a boot cut jeans, you can definitely put those over as well. Leggings, I mean, they really go from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. and well beyond.
Is this classic Miz Mooz?
Absolutely, because Miz Mooz is known for our high quality leathers, and you can tell that we have that quality because of the ability to do all of this stamping detail. Also because of the romantic kind of Victorian influence. We're influenced by all of the kind of fashions and styles going on in both Europe and New York. That said, Europe tends to run like 1 year ahead of the United States in terms of their styling. So you know that when you get these shoes home that you're going to be able to wear them for many, many, many seasons to come.
Let's come in and give you one more look at the colors, and then I want you to see what's happening on the inside of the shoe, because from the padding to the ease of that zipper getting right into it, don't be fooled by all of those buckles and think it's going to be fussy to get on and off. It's not. Couldn't be any easier. The color that Erin is holding on to, so there it is. That's the brandy choice, and then I'll slide the graphite over so that you can see the two of them together and make a decision here. This is brand new today. So would you please, Erin, I opened this one up and I was just like loving on the inside of it. I know you were doing the same thing. Show us what's going on, what's touching the skin if we do wear this shoe without tights or socks.
Sure. So not only do you have the leather tongue here, but you also have this beautiful micro suede that's super soft. And this is how, I mean, I personally never wear a sock with my Miz Mooz. You're more than welcome to. You can wear a cool funky sock that kind of pops up the top, or just like a little ped. But should you choose not to, you've got all of this micro suede against your skin. Also, just little heads up, I have like a kind of a thicker ankle. These will give you like an extra ½ inch if you adjust. The buckles aren't just for show.
It's a 1-inch heel, 5-inch shaft, and I'm just showing you here with my bare leg and a Halston dress so that you can see the way it might look. If this is how you're wearing it compared to the way you saw it on our models and then on Erin as well, because that's why it's worth the money. They're really versatile styles. Item number there is A342085. Easy Pay expires at the end of the day on the Crescent. We have a few more ankle styles in this show, including the Bangkok, and this really is unique because of the use of materials on this one. And I think you'll notice, certainly as we go from like style to style, but even within each of the three choices on this one, the item number is A300294. We only have a couple of minutes to show this one to you. You're looking at it right now in the nutmeg there on Jacinth. Low profile. It looks great on, doesn't it? And it feels pretty.
It absolutely does, and it's a delicate type of booty that will look really great with tights, and it also does not come up above your ankle. It actually cuts right underneath your ankle. So if you're sensitive and you want to make sure that you get a little bit more of a shooty style, this is perfect for you.
Look at this one.
So pretty.
This is so cool. This is what I was saying, is that nutmeg looks totally different than this choice, what we call the eggplant.
And the eggplant is the only option that has this beautiful printed velvet on the rear of the boot.
Oh my gosh.
So
the heel height is 1.5 inches. I mean, it's just not within your DNA as a brand to do like a 4-inch heel.
No, we go up to about a 3-inch heel.
And but that's usually a wedge.
It's normally a wedge, or it's stacked. It's super comfy. I mean, New Yorkers know what it's like to walk around all day long.
Right.
And so we make sure that, like I said, they're stylish, but they're also functional.
That's eggplant. Next down is the black. So what's happening with the materials on this one, Erin?
So on the rear, you'll have the suede, and you'll also have that on the nutmeg version too. It might be a little bit easier to see there, but you can maybe see the tonality and the burnishing detail here on the heel. And then as you move forward, you get the smooth leather, which especially when you're wearing it with black tights, it really does give that crisp, clean look.
And then here's a closer look at the nutmeg. The sizes here, 36 through 42, at least that's the range, but I can't help but notice the guide at the bottom of the screen right now and how limited we are, if not sold out in some options. Do you have any guidance on sizing with this style?
Sure, it's all of our shoes are true to size. So just find your US size on the left-hand side of the Miz Mooz size chart, go straight across. There's an overlap at the 9 and the 9.5. Narrow 9's your 39, wider 9's your 40, narrow 9.5's your 40, and wider 9.5's your 41.
Easy pay, $29.99. I'm sliding the black on right now. But that easy payment goes away at the end of the day. So if this is a style that you feel like you're going to wear a lot of, and I do believe, now that I'm wearing it with a dress, looks really cute, but I think this is a style you wear just as often with a bootcut jean or a pair of trousers even.
Absolutely. This is one of the most versatile styles that we offer because you have all of the kind of just smooth look. There's not too many bells and whistles. There's just enough of those Miz Mooz details so that you know that it's a quality, unique boot that we're offering, but you can really wear these with pretty much any outfit you can think of.
Erin, this has been the most popular, but the ones that I'm wearing, the black, is the most limited, and we only have a few dozen now in this one. So if that's the one you feel like you're going to wear a lot of, across the board in all sizes, just a few dozen left. And because there's so much work done by hand with your brand, it's not that we bring in hundreds or thousands of any one style. That's just not the nature of Miz Mooz. So again, your colors, that's the nutmeg, this is the black, and then we also have it in the eggplant. Would you speak to a few of the other elements that we haven't touched on yet? I'm thinking about the comfort, the toe shape, and the outsole.
Absolutely.
And take it in any order you want.
Okay. So in terms of getting the shoe on and off, you have dual zippers, and you can pretty much open the boot up flat in order to slide your foot in. Here we actually have leather lining this time instead of the micro suede. And then as you peek inside, you'll notice that we have the Miz Mooz comfort footbed. So you're going to have cushion in addition to this rubberized sole, which will give you all of the traction you need. The toe shape is pretty much an almond shape. It's not super pointy, it's not super wide, it's just really nice and clean and delicate.
And I think that makes it wearable. It also makes it more timeless, that you don't feel like there's a stamp on it, like, oh, that's so 2018.
Exactly.
No, it's cool to be able to have shoes that are fashionable, but also transcend from year to year, but I think also season to season, as this one can. Item number is A300294. Remember, easy pay expires at the end of the day. That's the nutmeg. The black choice, what I slipped on, is now almost gone. And then Erin was showing us the eggplant. Just let us know which of those you'd like, and then the size. And bear in mind, between free shipping and handling and then free exchanges, it really is a great place to shop for Miz Mooz compared to going elsewhere. But Erin, I didn't even find your brand elsewhere.
No, I mean,
I'm going to just stand barefoot for a second. I am from the country, so
feels
this feels
comfy.
totally right. Here's another brand new style. This is the Tracy, the tallest shaft in the show. And so we'll describe this one almost as an over-the-knee boot, but it's not too much. And I think for a lot of women, if it's over the knee and it has a really tall heel, it's like, oh my gosh, how am I supposed to wear that? This is completely wearable. And look at all that leather for $274.95. Your easy payment is $45.83 over the course of 6 months. And it's the only day this month that we're presenting this boot on that easy payment, which means it goes away when the day ends. And then with free shipping and handling on this one as well. Two choices. So you're looking at the Brandy on Sheila right now, and that is the most limited of the two. And you're going to see the black on Erin and me. Trying to stand to get our shoes on at the same time. I feel like the behind the scenes footage from this hour could be really fun. Only 5 dozen left in the Brandy. Wow, Erin.
I love that this has the internal zipper. So as we're sneaking them on the side of the studio here, what really just helped us is the fact that you can open this boot up.
Can I put this on live? Do you mind?
Sure.
Because I think that it is very helpful to understand when you've ever tried a tall boot that didn't have a zipper.
Right.
And you fought with it, you're sending that boot back because it's just too much work. So this one, I'm sliding into it here. So you'll notice I work on and get it.
Easy
and so now
breezy.
I've got a zipper that goes all the way from the sole here to the center of my calf. That is all zipper. And so I've got a leather placket there that protects my skin from the zipper, and then you just slide it up, and then you see the sort of room that I have here. So, you know, I would say for women who have a fuller ankle or calf, this might be a good option just because it is more generous, and then you've got some goring in there too.
Absolutely. So the benefits of this boot are that you do get that, you know, medium to medium wide shaft, which looks cool. So if you have a more narrow calf, it's still great because it gives you a little bit slouchier, more of a boho look. But if you do need that extra width, it's there, plus that goring, yes. So you'll feel that with every single step you take, the boot moves with you. And it is an over the knee boot, but it's not like a thigh high over the knee boot. So it's totally wearable, it's office appropriate, and it's beautiful in terms of the suede from head to toe, and then all of this whip stitching detail that goes around the neck and all the way down the side of the boot. That's all done by hand as well. So our details like that burnishing at the toe box, the whip stitching, everything is hand done.
Only 4 dozen left in the brandy choice that's in front of Erin. So please keep an eye on the guide. We have 37 through 41. That's the size range available still in the brandy. A bit better in the black, 36 through 42, European size shoe. Maybe we could pop up. Here's a look at the black. And so it's nice to be able to see the detail on the brandy, but I think in person you'll find that all of that whip stitching, the burnishing, it shows up better for you in person than it does on television in the black. Since we were just talking about what we have in sizing, would you touch on the guide for this one?
Absolutely. So find your U.S. size on the left-hand side, move straight across to the Miz Mooz European size. If you are a 9 or a 9.5, notice the overlap. Narrow 9's your 39, wider 9's your 40. Narrow 9.5's your 40, and wider 9.5's your 41. This boot also has that complete micro suede lining, so you can totally wear it without a sock if you so choose.
Now tell me what you think about the fact this has no belts, it has no hardware. Some of the cornerstones of Miz Mooz aren't here.
Well,
I think that's to the benefit.
It absolutely is. So the reason that we don't have too much going on is because it is to that over the knee height. You don't want, like, you definitely want style and detail and fun stuff, but you can't put everything on an over the knee boot. It would just be way too much. So here we have that sort of smooth, seamless look, but we give you the Miz Mooz vibe with the whip stitching, with that burnishing at the toe box.
I'm not trying to flash America. I feel like I need to explain what's happening.
Can.
For me, I wanted you to see how much of my knee was left. So for me, I'm 5'4". And then here's the top of my kneecap. So a lot of over the knee boots really do come up here, and it's hard to wear it with a dress or skirt because it's just like it's too much.
Yeah.
It's hard to wear it during the day because it's too much. And so you've still got, I think you'll find just a little bit, like the top of the knee might be exposed, but that cutout in the back allows you to sit in these, that you don't have leather that's sort of, you know, like butting up against the top of your leg when you do sit down. You've got the goring that gives you the flexibility that you're going to need, whether you're just walking or sitting.
And the fact that they are a suede boot, it just, I don't feel, when I have them on here, even over jeans, I don't feel that tight constriction that you often feel with high boots. These just kind of go on, they almost feel like a leather sock. So
They're very comfortable.
Very, very comfortable. I do love this huge bit of goring in the back.
That brandy, we now have 3 dozen left. So that's been popular. I don't want you to miss it. It's brand new today, and we're already talking about just a few dozen left in the style. Easy payment of $45.83 expires at the end of the day. That is the brandy. Beautiful. The detailing is beautiful on this boot, but it is all about the leather. Heel height of 1 inch. So that's the brandy. And then here's another look, all of that luxurious suede in black. The item number is A342088. Love this boot, and it is the tallest. We've got another one that's fairly tall, but this is the tallest that we'll have with Erin in this 1 hour show of Miz Mooz on QVC. My pick of the show is still coming up. It's called the Erie. I'm excited to give you a look at it. But then here's another style. This is the Faithful, right? Hold on. Okay, we won't have time to present it, but look at that, the belting around the ankle. Oh, and then the studs. This is so cool. We only have 100 pairs left, and at that clearance price, plus an easy payment of $34.99, and with free shipping and handling. Erin, that boot is such a sharp look.
Absolutely, and the leather on that one, it is a smooth leather, but it's just such a shiny, beautiful leather. Really rich in terms of like the reflection that you get, which I think adds to the moto styling of it.
So cool. And I think, you know, my pick of the show is another one that's super cool because of the laser cutouts. It's a different look here, and this is great because it's new today, and we're introducing it at a special price that goes away at the end of the day, but at least you're saving on it for now. And then you've got easy pay plus free shipping and handling. So that's one that we're excited to give you a full look at coming up here in a little bit. But this is your first look at kind of this driving glove grade leather from Miz Mooz, done in an ankle boot style. This is the Layla. It's exclusive to QVC right now. Kind of an updated version of one of their best-selling styles that they did based on some of your feedback, I have to imagine. Featured price today of $145.42, and then on easy pay for $29.08. That expires at the end of the day. You've got free shipping and handling on this one, and then 4 choices in colors. So that's a nice breadth from the brand. Item number is A342057, sizes 36 through 42. Let's talk colors. This is a shade that I don't have from you yet. Like, I've got some darker browns.
This is the Miz Mooz. Oh, you gotta have, this is our brandy, and it just is so rich. This leather feels like driving glove leather, and in the brandy, it always reminds me of the interior of a super luxurious European sports car.
I think you've sold me on this shoe without a word. The way it feels on my foot right now, I so want it. Okay, let's finish up colors. That's the brandy. This is so cool. Can we come in super close on this one? Because it's a color you won't see in shoes from anybody else.
No, this is called Ocean, and it's really a deep, rich jade color. From a distance, it actually looks black, and we'll put it next to the black in just a minute, but then you have this wood-like rubberized sole here that really kind of neutralizes it and grounds the Ocean shade.
That's just 1 inch, so we're keeping it nice and wearable. We'll put the Ocean, as Erin said, right next to the black, so you can see there's definitely a difference.
The black has the black sole, so it's black on black, whereas you can see that wood-like brown sole on the Ocean, and that's the flexibility. The story here is really the rich, supple leather and that flexible, like kind of toe box in there. You don't feel, I don't know, it just feels like your toes can spread out. They can support the ground underneath you, and it feels light as a feather.
Yep. And it feels like you've owned it for years. It's exactly what it feels like. So there's black, and then this one, what I slipped on.
That is our gray. Now, the story with the gray, I think, is the fact that it's really feminine. It almost, to me, looks like it has like a slight hint of pink in it. So it's very pretty, it's very light, it's very neutral, but you can, I don't know, I think it just makes everything look a little bit more feminine, a little prettier.
This does not function, right? The outside zip does not. However, the inside does. So that's how you'll just open it up and then slide right in. All of this feels amazing on. I mean, what is that?
So that's another version of our micro suede.
But it feels like suede.
It does. It feels like suede. It has like the kind of that, you know, when you move suede around, it kind of has a tonality that moves with you. But this is actually micro suede, and it's great to wear with or without socks. It goes through the whole entire boot except for the insole, which is actually leather. If you could peek inside there, you'll notice this is our Miz Mooz comfort footbed, and this is actually part of every single pair of shoes that we have in the show tonight. This comfort footbed is padded, it's molded to a foot, so you know it's exactly like the curves and the arch support that you need. And then all of that flexibility.
Goodness. Well, it goes to show, right, how the leather is so soft.
Yeah.
But it also means that it's a lightweight boot. That rubberized outsole means that when the sidewalks and parking lots are a little bit damp, you don't have to worry about losing your footing in this style. It's just, you know, despite looking like it's purely fashion, it's a very practical style. And I think a great place to start with the brand if you've never tried it.
Absolutely. If you're looking for an ankle boot that's going to be timeless, I'd recommend this one or the one that we showed earlier, the Bangkok.
Okay.
The Bangkok's a little bit more structured. It's almost like when you're picking handbags out. Do you want the structured bag or do you want that like hobo type bag? This is that more I don't know, flexible, lightweight version of your ankle boot. And that Bangkok that we had earlier is a little bit more structured, but both are timeless.
I think that Bangkok's probably dressier, and maybe it's the heel height, or there's something about it that makes me feel that way. It's not to say that this is purely casual. I don't mean that at all. Look here on Sheila. She's wearing it in the brandy with that cute ankle zip jean, ivory sweater, and then the boot. And you can tell even from a distance how amazing that leather must be.
Exactly. So that is really a Miz Mooz call to tradition. We always source the best leathers for every single style, and it's individualized leather selection for each style. So you'll actually sneak peek. We have this coming up, but in a much higher version. So if you know that you love the Layla, or you know that you love the Luna, which this was based on, we're going to have a high version as well.
It's lighter than you might imagine. So some of these boots, if you're used to, trying on an ankle boot and feeling like, gosh, why does it weigh so much? It is lighter than you'd imagine. And look here, the way I'm wearing it with a dress, it's not too high up the leg. So if you are petite and you feel like, you lose some of that length with an ankle boot style, and you find that they just don't work with skirts and dresses, this is one with a shaft height of 4.5 inches. It makes it more wearable with more of what's in your closet. Colors again, this is the beautiful gray, and that's what I have on. This is the black choice, and that's all black, the outsole, the zipper, everything done in black. If you like the one that you saw in Sierra, it's the Ocean, and then Sheila was wearing it for us in the Brandy. Featured price available here, and then with an easy payment of $29.08. It's the lowest in this show. That expires at the end of the day, but you got it for now. And then with free shipping and handling, over 100 pairs of the Layla spoken for. I would love to know what you think about this leather once you get this boot home. So please, if you've got the time, leave us a review on QVC.com for that exclusive. Well, it's time right now for my favorite bottom from this brand.
I know.
Erin knows, because I talk about, well, I do have your sneakers, which I'm a big fan of.
You were wearing them today, in fact.
And I wear them a lot. But I also am a fan of one of their previous styles, and we still have it on QVC.com, called the Narcissa. Not in the show, but this is the same bottom. So anytime you see a word that starts with that first letter, like in this case, the Newton, well, then you know that the bottom is the same here. And one of the reasons why I like this one is because it still gives me lift. I've mentioned my height, 5'4". I like something that gives me gets me off the ground a little bit. And this is 3 1/4 inch in lift. I just feel, look at me, all of a sudden.
I feel like I stand up straighter, and you don't feel like you're wearing a heel. I mean, this definitely gives you that height if you're looking for it, but you have all the traction of a rubberized sole.
It's funny. I have to tell on myself. I thought, why does this shoe feel so small? This was the one for the sample on the table. It's 2 sizes smaller than the one that's down on the floor that I meant to put on instead.
Oh, so you're so
I can't talk. I'm sorry. Look. Here, wait. Let's talk about colors while I put mine on. Okay.
Sure. So here we have the eggplant, which, there we have the eggplant. And you can see, we'll go through all the colors, have this hand-stamped detail. Eggplant is like a current color. It's totally neutral. You can wear it. You see here how I have it with grays. You can wear it with blacks, browns, etc. Then we come here into the black, and this is a really beautiful black, shiny leather. It's all smooth detail. It almost looks like patent leather in the camera here, but it is a smooth, shiny leather. And then we have the Brandy, which is a little bit different than the Brandy that we just saw in the Layla, because this again has the extra burnishing, and it looks a little bit more chocolatey and richer over that toe box and also in that hand stamp detail.
My heavens, isn't that exquisite? $45.99 is your easy payment with free shipping and handling. Easy pay expires at the end of the day. Size is here, Erin. I'm in my usual 39 now. But I'm an 8.5, and so that works great for me. Take us through the size chart and help us convert from European to what most of us are used to.
So just find your US size on the left-hand side of the size chart, work your way across, and then you'll come to the Miz Mooz European size. If you're 5.5 to 6, go straight across, you're 36. Work your way down and notice an overlap at the 9 and the 9.5. Narrow 9s, you're 39, wider 9s, you're 40, narrow 9.5s, you're 40, and wider 9.5s, you're 41.
Most wedges don't bend like this, and it's one of the reasons why I love this bottom. And it also has an insane tread on it.
Yes.
So for somebody who's accident prone, I find this is an excellent feature.
It kind of like catches you.
Right.
All these
it
little
helps
fun
you,
ridges.
It really does help you feel the ground. Obviously, you don't physically feel it, but it makes you feel like you're sure-footed as you're wearing this wedge. So if sometimes taller shoes, you feel more wobbly. This is a wedge where you've got full contact with the ground and you're gripping it as you walk.
Absolutely. And the beauty of this is not only that you get that height, but you don't get it in a clunky way. So turn the shoe to the back and you'll notice this fun little hourglass shape. So again, that's a beautiful detail. It gives you all of the structure and the width of a wedge, but then it just looks really nice as you walk from behind because you do get the stability up top and then it gets more delicate towards the bottom while still giving you plenty of traction.
I see 2 zippers on this one. How do I get into it?
So the exterior zipper here with the little pull tab, this is just for show. Turn the boot around, notice the floor to ceiling zipper on the inside opens up pretty wide, and then you have all of this beautiful micro suede again on the inside, so you can wear with or without socks. Feels great against your skin. And then goring detail here, so you
nice.
feel movement. I have both this version and then last season's Narcissa, just like you have.
Yep.
And I wear them all of the time. I wear them to yoga. I wear them when you have longer slacks and you need the extra height, but you don't want to wear like a heel. These are perfect. I wear them out to dinner. I wear them just like 24/7.
For my shoe dollar, if I didn't have the Narcissa in all 3 of these colors, I would be buying this shoe.
Absolutely.
Because it fits in with how I love to dress. And I really do find that this is a shoe that this bottom, I can wear for hours. I can leave in the morning, come to work if I'm spending time in the office that day or if I'm out running errands. I can wear it all day.
And you feel just a little bit dressed up, but it still is like a sneaker boot.
Yes.
So, you know, that's the beauty. It's style and comfort. You really get that cutting edge style without missing a beat on the comfort train.
That is one of our 6 brand new launching in this show styles, an easy payment that expires at the end of the day. 8342086. We are about 15 minutes away from my pick of the show. Sheila just sauntered in wearing it. This is the Erie. It's special because it has these intricate laser cutout details and then some stamping next to those cutouts. You're still getting that belted detail that, again, it's for show, the ease of a zipper on the inside to get in and out. We'll give you a full presentation here in just a little bit, but that's at a sale price today, not tomorrow. I know it's just debuting today, and the featured price goes away when the day ends. Shall we discuss now Charlie?
Absolutely.
Charlie's cute because she has this military meets high style.
Yes.
I could see this, like some of these designers putting this shoe with a tulle skirt and sending it down a runway. That's how I feel about this one. And we've got 3 choices for you in color. Another brand new boot. QVC price is $189.95. An easy payment of $37.99 that goes away when the day ends, and then free shipping and handling, because that's what happens with Miz Mooz at QVC. So what Erin's showing you right now is pretty important. Don't look at the laces and wonder if you've got to adjust those every time you put this boot on. How cool is that?
Well, you know what I love about this is that obviously you have both dual zippers. It opens super, super wide. Now, what I would do is sometimes I'll zipper these all the way up. Sometimes I'll give it a little bit more give, a little bit funkier there on the top. Sometimes you can fold the tongue down. If you'd like, you can tie the laces in front here, so like a traditional bow, or you can always keep them preset how they are, tuck them behind the tongue, and you get a little bit of a more sleek look. So super, super versatile in terms of styling.
That's the graphite, but the laces are black and the outsole is black, so I think you'd find it's an awesome substitute for black in your closet. If you wear a lot of black leggings, that's an awesome boot for you. This we haven't seen yet. This is the midnight choice.
And that is like a super, super rich navy. So again, the graphite, the midnight, the black, they're all going to be deep, rich neutrals. You can wear them all with your tights. You can wear them all with your jeans. You can even do that mixed media type of styling where you wear them with a tulle skirt or a feminine long, you know, floral skirt and mix and match, and they'll all work for you.
And there you have it. That stamping that Miz Mooz designers created exclusively for QVC, just a touch of it there, capping the heel in the midnight. And then your third and final choice in Charlie is this, the mocha, which we also haven't seen yet in any other style.
No, and the mocha's is super, super, super dark, rich brown. And you can see here on the toe box, all of this burnishing detail where it gets the highs and the lows and the extra sheen, that almost borders onto black. So you get the tonality of the browns and the blacks all in the same shoe.
This is such a neat look where you've got that masculine tilt,
yes,
but yet it's very clearly made for scals.
Absolutely, and that's my favorite kind of look. It's like I love to wear florals and, you know, feminine pinks and purples and that type of thing, but then I will always either throw on a leather jacket and some boots like this. I'll like mix it up a lot because I think that gives you, it just adds to your style, maybe it gives you some originality.
This is the, if I'm not mistaken, the first shoe in the show. Did it have the same bottom on it? It felt similar anyway, as I was loving on the traction. So that's a 1-inch heel, and then the shaft height here is 6 inches, but the circumference is 10. Sometimes when we see a shoe this height, it might be 9 inches here,
right?
But I think it's nice that, you know, we're calling it out as 10, but then you can loosen it up if you feel like your leg starts to become a little bit wider. If you have a slightly taller boot, that you can loosen up those laces and get however much room you need. And then there's something else that's happening on the back of this boot. I'm wondering, maybe we'll try it here in the graphite choice. Makes it easier to wear. What have you incorporated here?
So you have a V notch of goring here on the back, and that will just give you obviously the extra width if you need it, and then also as you move forward and back taking steps, that's going to give with you. Now, just want to show you, because you were just holding, oh, it's the other one, you were holding up where you had the 2 laces undone at the top. So if you do have a bit of a wider ankle and you want to have that extra room, you can leave these 2 top grommets undone, or you can bring it up more, you know, secure around your leg for a more like narrowing look. But again, just like very, very versatile.
It's a unique style compared to everything else we have in the show. Even though we call it out as an ankle boot, it's a different take compared to the other ankle boots, like the Bangkok, for example, that we saw previously. So we've got it in 3 choices. You're going to look at 2 of them here on our models. Sierra is wearing this shoe for us in the graphite, and then you see up close here the midnight on Jacinth. Tell me about Sloan and connect the dots between Sloan and Charlie.
So Sloan was a model that we had last year originally, and she had a
shoe model.
A shoe model, not a girl. Okay. A variant.
Like I've never worked with Sloan. Okay.
But she had a nice little, I want to say, we're on like the model versus the model, kind of like a, I wanted to say a neck warmer, like a scarf, but it was a cute little detail that was knitwear around the ankle. And that was the juxtaposition on Sloan where you had that mixed media. It was all in the same tonality, but it gave you, it was like a very winterized look because you did have that little snuggle around your ankle. Here, we don't have that mixed media, but we do incorporate the stamping detail down here. And this sole, I mean, this will last you forever.
Forever.
It's like, it's rubberized. You're not going to get that clunkiness, but it is sturdy and it's, you know, it's wearability.
That's graphite. This is midnight, and then we have it here in what we call mocha. 3 options. Item number there is A347033. The Savvy, this is a boot that has been on my wish list on QVC.com. We won't have time for a full presentation, but this is customer top rated. Erin, give us a word about this style if you would.
This is a true moto boot. You have the great inside zipper, so that's how you get in and out, but then those awesome buckle details on the exterior, the mixed media with the smooth leather and the burnishing towards the toe box, and then the straps are suede, and then the tongue is a slightly lighter shade of leather. So you can also see at the top there how you have the wire detailing that we do in a few of our shoes, so that you can,
oh my God,
you can adjust. Yes.
I can't take it.
You need to show the adjustability.
Take it. This is the eggplant. We have it in this choice in midnight and in mocha. This is what Erin was just saying. It has
so that wire helps it either stick straight up. You can flip that tongue down and kind of open up the boot a little bit.
Okay, we've established it's amazing. Oh, hold on. I'm going to stay next to this boot because I love her. And then I'll tell you, this is a style we saw earlier. My pick of the show is still coming up. It's brand new today, and we're launching it at a sale price, but that'll go away when the day ends. So we think it's going to be a big one here today on QVC. And we still have a taller boot done in that driving glove leather. That's coming up next here on QVC.
Cheer on your favorite team with an NFL fleece pullover hoodie. Tune into the Football Team Shop to snag this big deal starting at 9 p.m. Eastern Monday on QVC2. Then, get cozy with a new set of Malden Mills Polar Fleece sheets this fall. Tune in throughout the day during Warm and Cozy Linens, Tuesday on QVC. And start your day off right with a great cup of coffee from Keurig. Tune in to Keurig Gourmet Coffee Made Perfect throughout the day Wednesday on QVC.
Want the gift that keeps on giving? $50,000 can be yours if you're the winner of the QVC and HSN Black Friday sweepstakes. First, visit QVC.com or HSN.com and search sweepstakes. Then enter your email address daily for a chance to win instant prizes from some of your favorite brands. Or take home our grand prize of $50,000. Enter now through December 3rd on QVC or HSN for your chance to win.
Like a footbed?
Yeah. Yeah, we're being girls right now about this next boot. An hour of Miz Mooz underway on QVC. I'm Mary Nelson, your host, joined by Erin Sykes, Jacinth, and Sheila. We're all going crazy about this next boot. Our 2 most popular styles so far in this hour, Erin, have been the Layla, and I think you'll probably connect back to that as we discuss this boot, and then the Tracy, which was a tall shaft. I feel like we're all on the same wavelength here today. So if you're looking for that super soft, timeless look in a leather boot, then the Lisbon is completely for you. If you want a taller shaft, then obviously it's for you because the shaft height here, let me make sure. We say that it's a 5-inch shaft, but that can't be true. Item number is A342087. Brand new today. QVC price is $199.95 on Easy Pay for $39.99. That expires at the end of the day. Free shipping and handling to get it home and try it out. Please just try this leather because there's only one way to fully appreciate it, and that's to feel it move with your feet and your legs and feel it against your skin. It is an absolute luxury to have this boot on.
Just putting these on, it just feels so good. It feels like your leg is just enveloped in this super, super soft, rich driving glove leather. It's like putting a pair of those beautiful gloves on your legs.
Can we look at pull out just slightly on camera, and then Erin, do what you just did.
So if you have to go away for a weekend and you want to pack your high boots, look at this. That doesn't take up any more room than an ankle boot. And you can do that because this is that leather. Look at how squishy and gushy that is. And just let me fold it back again. So this is basically the Layla, right? We had that on earlier. You can see this cute little cuff detail. It's like we took the Layla and then we extended it up to a full shaft boot.
Beautiful.
And that's why it feels just so beautiful. It's even more of that leather that we love.
That's the Brandy choice. And then the one that Erin and I both put on is the black. So those are your options in color. And then in size here, Erin, 36 through 42, we'll pop up a size chart so that you can start to order and make sure that you get the best fit fit. Bear in mind, you don't just get free shipping and handling, you get free exchanges. So if you're tempted to give it a try, just know it's really low risk to give this one a shot.
And our size chart runs really true to size. So I am an 8.5 and a 39 every single time. Just find your US size on the left-hand side, go straight across to the Miz Mooz European side, and then notice an overlap at the 9 and the 9.5. Narrow 9's 39, wider 9's 40, narrow 9.5's you're a 40, and wider 9.5's you're a 41.
This is all about the leather.
All about the
because
leather.
we get so excited. Like, we'll talk about my pick here in a little while, and you'll hear me go on and on about the laser cutouts and, you know, the belted detail and the use of materials. And that is, I love all of the things. But with this boot, it is purely about the leather. And Erin, you couldn't ruche it the way we see. It's not a fold in the leather.
Exactly.
It is ruched like fabric across the top of the shoe and toward the ankle.
Absolutely. And see, this is that ruching detail here, and you can only do this with super high quality soft leather, because otherwise it'd be like a starch shirt. If you had like just not good leather, you wouldn't be able to do that. I mean, even here I can pull it up, straighten it out, and then re-scrunch it down if you want more of that look. And then you get that same flexibility in the sole that we have with the Layla, and you've told us how much you love that feeling. You can really spread your toes out, grip the ground. You get all of the traction from this rubberized sole here, plus that cute detailing. This may look like wood, but this is all rubberized sole here.
And then what about the opening? It's 15 inches, the circumference. So what would you say for women who struggle with taller shafts, if they have a more athletic calf? Are they okay here? What would you advise?
I say a medium to a medium wide calf, you're absolutely fine, because look at this goring in addition to the width that you get here. I mean, I have them on over jeans. I have a true medium calf. I have a, you know, pretty nice muscle, but nothing crazy. I would just say, not a pretty nice but you know, it's not like super cut up and defined. So, and then I have it on over jeans, and I can still, you know, fit my hand right in there.
Yeah, that's great. And then it comes just below the knee on you, and maybe you'll be able to see that on me as well. Same story. I don't have like the most defined calf muscle in the world. Totally medium, and I can still slide my hand down in, and you can see there the bottom of my knee, and so I'm still able to wear it with this H by Halston dress, and it still feels like the proportions are right. But this is, I think, a boot. Sure, it's an investment, whether you choose to pay for it all at once, but even the easy payment of $39.99, you might have to think about that for a minute. But this is a boot that you buy this season, and we all know you're going to own it for years. And I think you look back on it, let's say 7, 9 plus years, like you look back on it and go, oh wow, that was money
a great
so
purchase.
well spent.
Right?
Yes, I've lived in those boots.
And here you also, I mean, you have the interior with that full floor to ceiling micro suede inside. So in addition to having that wonderful gushy feel of the high quality leather, you also have that smoothness, and you can wear it with or without a sock. And like you were saying, our shoes get better as you wear them. So yes, they're great out of the box. They immediately feel like they were made for your feet. They kind of just envelop your foot in the right ways. But then as you wear them, the burnishing comes out. The detailing wears well. So these will all get better with age.
The black, most popular in that choice, the brandy, is the one that you saw on Sheila, who had an attack of the giggles. I would love to know what happened over there. Just look over. Oh, they had your feet on her body? That's awesome. That's so funny. It's like there's a game, you know what I mean? Like where you can swap out heads and bodies and legs. Okay. Well, it's time right now for the Erie. This is my pick of the show. It is brand new. And what's exciting is we're debuting it at a sale price, but the price goes away at the end of the day. And so does the easy payment, $34.54 to give it a try. Free shipping and handling on this one as well. This is a great style that I think a lot of you are going to be excited about, because it allows you to take part in some of these high fashion trends where you love a lower profile, you want a detail-rich look, but you still want something that is comfortable, that doesn't have too high of a heel on it. So this at just 1 inch, I think we can all give this one
Absolutely.
a spin.
These are truly ageless. I can see girls as young as 16, 18, and then women into their 70s or above. My mom is 70, and she steals every pair of my shoes every time I go to visit.
I love your mom. Colors here. This is the black choice, the one that I have here. Would you slide this one down and give us a look at that one? The graphite is what Erin's holding on to, and you can see it's definitely gray.
Yep.
Sorry, granite. Well, that is different than graphite.
Yeah, so granite, you can see here how this is a little bit more taupey, and then here you have a little bit more gray. That's when we do more of the granite naming. That's what it means to us, at least, in terms of it's like all of the rich tonalities that you would see in like tumbled stones.
And then one more option. This is the brandy, and you've got the beautiful contrast here of the belt across the back of the boot. A342089. Look at the character, even on the buckle there. And that's Miz Mooz, but this also gives us a great look at all of that cutout detail. Now explain, Erin, what's happening with this cuff, because we see some openings, I see some sort of stamping that mirrors those shapes. Describe this influence.
So you can see here how some of these stamps are completely removed, like punched out, and then how others are very purposefully left in there, so you can see the pattern and the design really well. And it's just like an artistic touch. We love it with this pebbled leather on the cuff mixed with the suede towards the toe into the burnish detail, and then as you move to the rear of the shoe, you get that super high sheen leather mixed with the mixed media on the mixed tonality on that strap.
Isn't that pretty? And I'm just going to spin it around so that you can see that belt continues and then meets up with the zipper that's on the inside. It was really easy for me to just get this on, and I have it on in the granite choice with leather jacket, black dress. So comfortable, and for a couple of reasons. The flexibility is dynamite, but I also appreciate the height of this. It's not rubbing against my ankle bone, and sometimes boots can. Like despite, it's lower, it should be comfortable, but if it rubs in a weird spot, you know, you're not going to wear it, and this doesn't.
Absolutely not. So this one and the Bangkok that we showed earlier, they both have that lower profile. This one has even a deeper cutout for your ankle here, and I think that's great, especially if you do choose to wear them without socks, because it also, say you have a skirt on like you do, it just gives that little, you know, va-va-va-voom of a little ankle showing.
Right. It's interest without being overexposed.
Exactly.
There's a cool studded detail around the outsole here that I want to show you in a second, but let's discuss sizing on this boot. I know we go back to this size chart, and we try to do this with every style because, you know, maybe it varies, but otherwise, if you're just tuning in or you really love this style and you weren't paying attention earlier, now you know which size to get.
And you'll just, once you find a Miz Mooz shoe that you bring home, you'll know that our sizing runs true, and you will know your size time and time again. So find your US size on the left-hand side, move straight across to the Miz Mooz European size. If you are a 9 or a 9.5, there's an overlap. Narrow 9's your 39, wider 9's your 40, narrow 9.5's your 40, and wider 9.5's your 41. I'm an 8.5, and so are you, and we're both 39s through and through.
Sandals, boots, really doesn't matter. I get a 39. In all things Miz Mooz. This is a beautiful boot. It's called the Erie. It is brand new today. What's exciting is we've launched 6 styles from this brand in this show. They've been on our website for a whole 51 minutes. Wow, an hour and 51 minutes. But in terms of being on air, it's just almost unprecedented to have so much new from the brand in one show. But we're doing it here. We're excited to be able to bring my pick to you. And the reason why, I felt like for a lot of women, you know, you might not want the tall look, you might not want a 3+ inch wedge. This is something that more women could try from the brand and see what you're all about.
Absolutely. And you have the almond shaped toe here, so you don't have a pointed toe. It's not too dramatic.
And look.
That's so cool. And these details, a lot of this, nobody else will see but you. Most people won't see the bottom of your shoe where we give you lots of detailing. They won't see necessarily as you look straight down in this entire halo effect of studs, but that is the Miz Mooz point of difference, where we really pay attention to every single part. Nobody else is going to feel how wonderful this micro suede is against your skin. But you do, and you know that that's quality.
Over 100 pairs gone. Colors, that's the granite. We also have the area available here in the black. And then your third and final choice, this is the brandy. The easy payment of $34.54 is great because on a major credit card or a Q card, that's what you spend to get it home. Remember, shipping and handling is covered, so you're not factoring that in. But the easy payment expires at the end of the day. And despite the fact that it's brand new and we're debuting it at a featured price, you might think that price holds for a little while. It doesn't. That also ends when the day ends. A342089. Let's talk about fashion, styling, and how to wear this boot. The way Sheila's wearing it, I think, is for a lot of us the way we dress in this day and age. We love a tunic sweater. We love a legging. This boot works.
Absolutely. All of your denim, this will work with every single pair of jeans you have, no matter if they're skinny, if they're cropped, if they're a little bit wider or belled or flared. You can wear them with every single pair of shoes. And then I also love these styled with black tights or with bare legs during the transition from spring into summer or fall into winter. It makes it really a timeless bootie. So, you can see it there. I love that stamping detail. That's unique. You won't see it in any other shoe that Miz Mooz has to offer you this season. So if you love this, this is your one opportunity.
Well, heel height again is 1 inch singular. The shaft is 4 1/4 tall, but remember that notch gives you room for your ankle. So it hasn't rubbed my ankle bone at all, and I think that's a combination between the cutout and then also the circumference on this one is more generous, so nothing is rubbing. But you know, you got to try it with Easy Pay, and whether this is for you or you're gifting it, you have until the end of January to love it or return it. How cool is that we're in this holiday return period at QVC? And yes, it applies to shoes. So colors again, this is the granite,
which is like a stone, gray, pebble mix, everything.
and then I'm going to pick up the black so that we can see it next to the granite.
Which has all of the mixed media. So you're not just getting a plain black boot, you're getting the suede, you're getting the stamping, you're getting the sheen in the back and all those fun studs.
And then we also have it available here in the brandy, and we've seen a few styles in this color.
Yeah, and our brandies all range a little bit in terms of tonality. So here you'll see that it's more of the true brandy with the burnishing addition towards the toe and the smooth leather at the
Over
heel.
150 pairs gone. Erin, the granite has been most popular. So I'm glad that you're responding so well, that you're enjoying my pick of the show. Just please, if you're on the fence, I hope you don't wait till tomorrow because it's going to cost more money tomorrow. So I would encourage you to get it now while we have your size, that it's brand new. This is where you get the best selection possible. This is not a brand. These are not styles that we bring in. You know, if you watch QVC for any length of time, you might hear us say, we've sold over 500,000 pairs of this one shoe. That's not the nature of Miz Mooz. And so I don't want you to be misguided on that and think, oh, I've got plenty of time to decide.
No, we are a boutique brand, family owned and operated, based in New York. We source the finest leathers from Europe, and we bring you really true individualized shoes that the styles look timeless, but they also look unique.
And because you were in boutiques and high-end department stores, a lot of women didn't know about you before you came to QVC. It must be liberating in a way to sort of find this whole new group of fans, women who are like, oh wow, I love the look of these shoes. That's the way it was for me, because for the longest time I felt like a shoe had to be really tall or it had to be uncomfortable in order for it to be stylish. And then I started wearing Miz Mooz, and I was like, oh my gosh, I can wear dresses with a relatively flat shoe. And it still looks really cute. And the compliments you get, it's just amazing to me when I wear Miz Mooz, how many other women respond to it. And my husband always responds when he sees me coming down the stairs. He's like, well, don't you look cute today? So I was showing you the brandy. This is the black. We have it here. The most popular has been the granite. I'd love to take another look at the size chart so that we can help you make a decision, not just in color, but in size on this style as well.
So Miz Mooz is a consistently sized brand. Just find your US size on the left-hand side. As you move across, find your European Miz Mooz size. If you're 5.5 to 6, go straight across. You're 36. Work your way down and notice an overlap at the 9 and the 9.5. Narrow 9s, you're 39. Wider 9s, you're 40. Narrow 9.5s, you're 40. Wider 9.5s, you're 41. Mary, you and I are both 8.5s and both 39s.
And what's nice is, if you are wearing this with a sock, for example, and you worry about, crunching your toes or something, you don't have to worry because the toe shape gives you room to move. Maybe not with like a super thick wool sock, if that's how you plan on wearing it. But for me, it feels so good against bare skin.
It's
I would
just
wear
like the
it
perfect almond shape, right?
Yeah, and so you're looking at it here on Sierra. We'll remind you about colors. That is the granite, beautiful, rich shade of gray. Oh, and only about 7 dozen left in that color across all sizes for a shoe that is brand new launching in this show. So that's where we stand on granite. This is the black, what Erin just picked up. But it's nice that you can still get detail in a black shoe. That where we say, oh well, it's a basic black.
Nothing basic about this one.
And then here's the Brandy choice, where you can really see a lot of that detail. Over 200 pairs spoken for just in the last few minutes. Item number there is A342089. That is my pick of the show. It was like sliding my hand in. Love this boot. If you liked what our models were wearing, maybe you just sent dress earlier, or Sheila, or Sierra, you're welcome to search Models Closet on QVC.com, and you can see more about their tops and their bottoms, dresses, whatever they had that didn't include the shoes. It's a great place to be able to access it and put the whole look together. And there's more Miz Mooz on QVC.com. I referenced Narcissa earlier in the show. That's one of my personal favorites. And then there's another sneaker style that I wear a lot called the Lavinia. So if you like the way I dress and you're wondering what do I like from the brand, those are 2 extra styles to check out. Erin Sykes,
great
thank you.
to see you.
Appreciate you so much.
Of course.
And we both appreciate you and the time that you shared with us. And I sure hope you'll stick around because we have an entire hour of vlog on the way with some savings and lots of easy pay and a nice assortment from sparkle to like super giftable stuff. Oh yeah, I can't wait to introduce you to Amy Richter here in just a second.
There's even more to love with the Q Card. Open a new Q Card and make a purchase by October 31st, and we'll treat you to a $20 QVC account credit. For more details, go to qvc.com/QCard.
Listen, cooking can be fun and easy, and it certainly doesn't have to take a lot of time to get a good meal on the table, especially when you've got the basics down. From the recipe to the table and all the prep work in between, it's Step-by-Step Cooking with Stacy, Monday at 6 p.m. Eastern on QVC2.
Looking to beat the rush? Then come shop with us. From giftable goodies to priceless presents. Search Gift Guide on QVC.com and the QVC app to enjoy shopping at your fingertips. You'll love what you find all day Wednesday on QVC.
I was just admiring our tree. We are now less than 2 months away from Christmas. Can you believe it? You may think that's a lot of time. I'm old enough to remember when we were 10 weeks away, and it did not feel like 2 weeks ago. I'm your host, Mary Nelson, for an hour of vlog. This is a brand where like color and cute styles come together with supreme organization. And you're going to notice that, I think, whether we're talking about crossbodies or totes or these bags that you can travel with, because that's really the inspiration for the brand. But if they hold up under those high demand travel situations, of course they work for every day. We have 3 customer top rated styles in this hour. Almost everything is on Easy Pay. And if you are shopping for Christmas or for Hanukkah, or you've got some birthdays coming up, we've got some deals in this show as well. Let's take a look at one of them if you don't mind. And when you see Adrian here, you're going to think, well, there's a bag